We have started.
Scram. I see. Hello, everybody who's not there yet.
We'll say this is my favorite song about New York.
Can't see out of the glasses. Yikes.
No yikes.
Well, it's yikes when you can see it in glasses.
Well, I suppose it's better than yikes in a way.
Yikes. I think I wrecked my limbs today. So I got something on my limbs that ate my limbs.
Ooh, that's not good.
Oh well. Oh well. Time to visit the eye doctor. It's that time of year where your teeth fall out, your glasses stop working, and everything else. Hello, Phil. How are you? I think Phil is our first person outside of us watching.
5 on Instagram.
Okay. Well, we're just loading up. Keaton is watching. Hopefully everybody had good holidays and is starting to get back to the New York groove. I don't know if I'm back in the New York groove. I will say the city is empty compared to how it was a week ago.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is a F-off Friday. Hello, Swede.
Well, either nobody came to work today or everybody in New York is sick.
That could be too.
Could be one or the other.
All of the above.
Or all of the above.
Yeah, the trains were empty today.
Yeah. And the city was pretty empty today.
I wish I could say my trains were empty, but they were about half full.
Right.
That's about as good as I can give it.
Yeah. Well, I thought the trains were going to be bad because of that
Hey, Ted.
subway crashy thing that happened
Oh, and
yesterday on the west side.
Yeah.
So I figured, all the trains on the west side are just going to be horrible. But maybe that's why everybody stayed home. I'm not getting on the trains when they crash. That's for
Stay
sure.
home.
Exactly. So is everybody back from wherever everybody went? Or is
Everybody
everybody
holidayed.
Does everybody finish their holidaying, or are we still holidaying?
Well, we haven't holidayed yet.
Yeah, I know. The Addams family decided to fall apart. So the part of the Addams family,
Well,
the girls' side of the Addams family.
Half of us died over the week that we had off. The other half is starting to die now.
Well, they died over the New Year cat, the New Year's
New
cat.
Year's, yeah.
Right. So we've yet to
Okay.
have Christmas.
Yeah, we haven't done Christmas. We haven't had New Year's. We're still in 2023.
Right. Z and I have not moved on yet to 2024.
Yes.
So Phil is back home. And Greg Butler says Happy New Year's. Hi Sam, how are you?
Hey, Andrea.
Andrea.
How you feeling?
Yep. Andrew is one of the ones that probably didn't go to work today. So, but could work from home. Because that's the wonderfulness of the new world. We can now all work from home. Just like kids I hear don't get snow days anymore because they're going to go remote. So you're like, now you're supposed to not go sledding. You're supposed to remote from home. I would be like, I'm going sledding. I don't know about you, but
Well, at least Jade would only have to remote for 2 hours.
I wouldn't do that. Snow in New York could be there in 1 minute and gone in the next.
Screw you guys, I'm going sledding.
You gotta go when that snow is out there. Because you can turn around and it starts raining and then there's no more snow. So, oh, Andrew's still feeling awful.
Yeah, it takes a while for it to calm down because I'm still congested and snotty, but I'm
Yeah,
not.
Zia still has the COVID hangover this week. Hello, Bill Schaefer. So I was going to start tonight with some prints for Phil, who has asked me about movie posters. I did find 2 movie posters over the holiday. So I'm going to pull out the movie posters first because I know Phil is on with us. And I'm going to, now that I've moved over here, it's not as cold. So I'm going to take this off. Here's my movie poster.
Change your wardrobe.
Change of wardrobe. Yes, changing the scarf is a change.
As long as it's not malfunctioning, it's all good.
Okay, so Phil had asked, so Chris, do you have any other movie posters? I said, I don't think so, but Jason actually dug up 2 movie posters. So this one,
A savage orgy of blood and lust.
is that what it says?
On the bottom, yeah.
Well, I don't know if I can show this tonight, guys.
Well,
I
I mean,
need
it
to
doesn't
see-
show it on the poster.
I need
Family
I
film.
need to see some ID before I open this.
Killers on wheels.
We got
My
a quick
goodness.
question on Instagram.
Yes.
Shadow Hill says, Happy New Year. Are there plans to do anything with Bucky O'Hare in 2024? I was really sad to learn Boss Fight Studios no longer had the license to make toys.
We always have evil master plans brewing.
We have actually a big thing brewing, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. Because if I talk about it, then they can just come back and kill me. So I think you're going to be very happy. That's all I'm going to say about it. So, okay. So here we go, guys. Oh, I should do the rules, I guess, first. So the rules are, if you would like to purchase something, you do it by writing to us on the comment bar, the way everybody just said hello. And that's how you would say, I'd like to purchase that poster. The more information you give in that comment bar, the better it is, because sometimes we've moved on to another piece and we'll think that that's the piece you want and you really wanted 2 pieces back. So always write in the comment bar. We will see your comment in the comment bar and we'll get all excited that you're interested in buying something. Then we will ask you to direct message us your private information, which would be your real name if you're on Instagram, your address and where you would like me to ship your pieces so that we know where we're shipping so we can get you a more accurate freight or shipping price. And then we will also be invoicing everybody on Monday because we usually get out of here too late tonight to do the invoicing, and then we're back on Monday morning. So, and we'll go through those rules a couple of times. If you can share us, that would be great. We're trying to grow Neil's site up again. We lost an awful lot of people when Neil's original site went down or got corrupted or whatever words you want to use to say an alien came in and took over Neil's old site, and now we're building this site, and I would like to make it bigger this year. So if there's anywhere of sharing, we would appreciate that very much.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring, as he always says. Okay, so my first movie poster. Now this is the actual real movie poster for
Killers on Wheels. Their game is sex and violence. A savage orgy of blood and lust.
My Dad is ridiculous. Okay, so this
I'm
is...
sure Dad didn't choose the words on that one.
I'm sure he did not.
I'm sure.
So this is 200 to buy. It is
Actually, you have 300 written on there.
300. Okay, this one is 300. Sorry, 300 to buy. It does have a Neil Adams signature on it somewhere
Yep, on the bottom.
on the bottom.
Yep.
Okay.
Over the word lust.
Yeah, just
Oh, the word lust. There you go. So this is a poster that was drawn by Neil back in 1976.
76.
So this was 1 year before I started working here. Thank God. So that is one poster I have.
And we only have 1 copy.
And we only have 1 copy. This is it. It's not in bad, but I will say the creases are definitely creased into it because it's been in the drawers for a while. probably since 76. Okay, so that is one. The other one that we pulled, which is another 1976.
Gustavo is asking if it was a Seraphim Carolexis production.
This predates Chris, so I cannot really answer that. Most of what Seraphim did was Kung Fu-y.
Yeah, it was all Jackie Chan.
So I would almost say that could have been Bill O'Coin, because we did a lot of work for Bill O'Coin at the time. So it could have been Bill. I doubt if that was a Seraphim one. This one that I'm going to show, to me, feels more like a Seraphim one.
Yeah.
So this is another one. This is
Sister Street Fighter, starring Sonny Chiba and Tsushiomi.
Now this is Giordano and Neil Adams.
He is a one-man death army. She's a one-woman death squad.
Okay, so this one is...
This one is 200,
200.
and it's 1976 as
Right.
well.
This one I don't think I've ever seen till Jason showed it. But it does say Giordano, Neil
Yeah.
Adams. It is signed by Neil.
And again, this is the only copy we have of this.
Right.
Phil Enriquez is going to take the Sister Street Fighter.
Okay.
Sweet. Yay. Thanks, Phil.
New Line Cinema Corp, 1976. Might not be.
Gustavo, the first one with the motorcycles was 300.
Okay, so Phil is taking the Street Fighter.
Sister Street Fighter poster.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
Yay!
Our first sale of the new year.
That's right, it was Phil.
Woo!
Yay! We do have.
I was going to say, you going to do a bomb for this? Because it is the first sale of the new
All
year.
right, we will do a bomb. We're gonna do a bomb.
Oh, jeez.
Gotta loosen up the
Oh,
stuff,
man.
man.
Which way you shooting?
I'm gonna shoot this way, Cat.
All right.
Can you do it this way? Here we go. Everybody got their ears closed? Hopefully, I won't hurt myself. Ooh, it's not turning.
Need help?
Well, I got it. I think. This one is.
The anticipation is killing me.
This one's not gonna
You
go. Try not to hit a light.
Oh, that killjoy. Ready?
Yay! We haven't done this in a long time. Okay, so that was
And then
our
it still gets on Rich.
first. It's all in his
Oh,
clothes.
magnet.
It's our first sale of the year, so there you go. We have Goofy butterflies. Yeah, baby. Okay, I'm gonna move some of this over. And we have big news. We're gonna change up what we do. We're gonna do crazy sale night Wednesday nights.
What?
Where we're just gonna come up with weird stuff. It's gonna be weird stuff night on Wednesday.
Weird Stuff
night.
Wednesday.
Weird stuff Wednesday, and then normal stuff Friday. You define normal, and we'll define weird.
A Fixed Guitar on YouTube is asking any globes. We are not selling Dad's globes.
Yeah, Dad's
Not a-
globes we're holding on to. There has been too much sweat and blood that have gone into making those globes.
Happy New Year, Gustavo.
But thank you for asking. And as of right now, the globes are not for sale. Those are Dad's globes. They will always be Dad's globes.
They will.
If we were to let Dad's globes go, they would come back and haunt us.
They would.
I'm convinced of this. We have to take Dad's globes with us wherever we go.
No, Sam, not clothes. Globes. Globes, like
Globe.
planet Earth globes.
Some items might have attachments.
Okay, I'm gonna do some prints.
Some prints?
Prints. Because we usually start with prints and then we get into some art, or I go back and forth. So once again, if you're interested in purchasing something that you see, all you have to do is write that in the comment bar. We will notice it and go, oh, you want to buy that. Yay, and then we'll do another bomb. So here we go. I'm going to start with, like I said, prints. We're not going to do a lot of them, but we'll do some of them. I'll do this way. So, okay. First one up this year, I'm going to start with Poison Ivy. I don't know if she's upright enough for glare.
Yep, that's fine.
Is she good for you guys? Or...
We're good.
We're good? Okay. So the first one I'm showing is Poison Ivy. This is a pencil and ink Neil, obviously signed by Neil. And the color on this is
Mom.
Mom's alias is Corey Adams.
Any science DVDs? Fixed Guitar wants to know.
You can order. Okay, is he coming in on YouTube? Or is he
YouTube.
coming in? On the YouTube channel here, I believe you can pick up stuff that you can order at.
Right, if
We
you have
kind of hijacked Dad's Science YouTube, and we're now using that for our show. So I believe on that YouTube channel, you can see videos or buy videos. They're in like chapters,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Yes. So I think if once we're off, maybe they pop on. You see them say, or you're in another. We're in another place. So I can't help you with that right now, but I think once we're either you're seeing them, I'm not on YouTube, and we're in another program. So either they are there even though the show is on, or they will be there when the show's on. And if you don't see them, you can always write to us through the direct messages of Neil's Facebook or Neil's Instagram. Or you could also write to the NeilAdamsStore.com, and we'll figure out a way of how to get you to whatever it is you want.
Yeah, if you go through the list of videos on the YouTube channel, you will find some of the videos. If you're looking for an actual DVD,
I think we don't have. Yeah, we do have DVDs.
we do have a couple of DVDs. If you send us a direct message on either the Facebook channel, which I will show you what our Facebook is. This is our Facebook, or our Instagram, which I believe is the Neil Adams.
Neil Adams.
Then we can look into that for you and see what we would charge for one of the very few remaining DVDs that we have left.
Okay, so what we're looking at right now is a 13 by 19 Poison Ivy print. Again, pencil and ink Neil. Color is Corey Adams on this. This is $100 to buy. And the print is printed on the same paper that Neil draws on, which is Cougar paper. It does have an original Neil Adams signature down at the bottom.
One of our viewers is asking, did Neil ever get back his drawings that he lost in the cab ride?
The drawings in the cab ride, no. Dad has lost stuff in different places, so I have to get it in my head which stuff you're talking about. And sometimes that seems fun.
Andrea is asking what year this Ivy print is from, which it actually seems to have something at the bottom.
It just says copyright decent.
Oh.
I would say this is probably 10.
About 10 years ago.
Yeah, I would say 10 to 12 would be my guess on this, Andrea. It's very pretty. It's a pretty print. Yeah, I think that maybe the last one I have signed. So, okay, this is the famous Ninja Turtle. Now I've shown this. We have this in the CGC form somewhere. We have a 9.8 of these in CGCs. This is a print of that painted cover. So you're seeing the whole painting here that Neil did. This is a 13 by 19 print of it, which is great because you get to see it really clearly when it's 13 by 19. It is signed by Neil at the bottom in green. And yes, this is based on Frazetta's compositions, and it's in a Frazetta style.
And Fixed Guitar on YouTube, so I know you guys can't read it, says, I will definitely be getting in contact. I spoke with Neil at Chicago Comic-Con. I'm not into comics. I went there simply to talk about geology. He had some very kind words. Aw, that's good to know. Yeah, if you have, not that I want to let everybody know, but if you have any questions that I can answer, I mean, a lot of the science of it I can't really answer, but if you have any questions on the videos that Dad and I made together, I put up my email there. You can email me about it.
Jim Hackett, the Ivy print is 100.
Okay, next print, because I'm separating prints, because we have some prints that are 200. This is still a $100 print. This is 13 by 19. This is actually a Giclée, so it's on a nice watercolor paper. This is based on a variant cover. Neil did a Batman.
He said that guitars on YouTube. I'll have to look at it, Elsie. Maybe if you send me a link, I can take a look at it and explain it to you.
I don't think it's guitar.
All right, Jim Hackett says, I'll take the Ivy print.
Alrighty.
Okay, Jim, we gotcha.
All right, and are these all 100 right now?
Right now, yes. Thank you, Jim.
Woo-hoo! Second sale of the new year. That is entirely up to you.
I will do bombs. We will start off the year right. Zia, you're going to do it, though.
I'm going to do it. All right.
But I've learned to shake these up because they were sitting for a long time. You know what? I think these may have gotten water hit, which is the reason why they're weird. Zia will do the official Jim Hackett bomb.
Thanks. Okay, careers in 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
See,
Yeah, I
that's
think
why
there's a ball.
Yeah.
That's why it clumps. I think these actually kind of got wet.
A butterfly ball.
That was like shrapnel.
Okay, Chris's revenge throws. Thank you, Jim Hackett. All right, so obviously we do see when you guys want something. You've seen what we do when we recognize something. Lots of noise tonight.
Al Sweet says, sounded like Napoleon's troops entering New York.
Okay, so back to this Batman. This Batman is 13 by 19 that you're looking at. It does have a Neil Adams signature at the bottom of this one. That's a real signature versus, like, he printed it, he wrote it on it. Versus sometimes his signatures are printed onto the prints. This is actually one that is written on the print. This is 100 to buy. We call this I was going to say Neil Adams hanging on a building. It's Batman hanging on a building.
Oh, so wants to know if anybody is watching Monarch Legacy of Monsters.
Yes.
He says it is very good. And why are we watching it?
Because Zia told me to watch it.
That's right.
And it's the best.
Because it's got Kurt Russell.
No, it's the best because it's got Godzilla.
Well, yeah, but it's got Kurt Russell.
But it has Godzilla. Yes, I highly recommend Monarch.
It doesn't have a lot of Godzilla.
It has enough Godzilla.
It has enough Godzilla.
For a TV show, it has a lot of Godzilla. So that, and I highly recommend Reacher as well. And I also recommend, who's the lady you imitate? Julia Childs.
Julia Child.
The Julia Childs show also has its second season of that. Oh, that's very good. So those are my 3 recommendations: Monarch, Julia Childs, and Reacher. So 13 by 19. This is the Red Batman. This is actually one of Neil's faves. This is one that Neil drew, Zia colored. This is a print. It is $100. It is on our this is a clay, so it's a fancy paper, the thicker paper. It is $100 to buy, and Neil loved this because he loves that red sky behind Batman, and we all thought he was crazy.
Yep, Dad was like, do the sky red. I was like, no. He said, no, do it. I'm like, well, how about I do a color guide for it? No, just do it. Okay.
Just wreck my art. See, go for it.
I know, it kills me.
And yes, Reacher is fantastic. So this is $100 for Batman with the red sky.
Phil says it's better than the Tom
Reacher is
Cruise
definitely
movies.
better than the Tom Cruise movies. Sorry, and I love Tom Cruise, but this guy, I think this guy should play Superman. And I know everybody will be like, nah, he can't play Superman, Chris. But he is big. Big. Okay, next up.
Speaking of somebody super, if
If I
Chris
can
can,
pick it up. I have Chris did too many dishes and her hands are very soft. So they don't grab anything anymore. Okay, this
That's not
is
doing dishes dried out your hands.
no, mine are soft because I'm
Soften
always
hands.
lotioning them
Yeah.
in warm water. Okay, so this is Supergirl. 13 by 19. This is a really pretty piece. I love this piece personally. 13 by 19, $100 to buy, signed by Neil, $100 to clean. He should play Sabretooth. He could play, I think he could play the Hulk. I mean, that guy is just so big. And he's tall. And he's believable when he punches and kills people. So, I think he's great.
He smash.
He's smashed like Hulk. If, believe me, if you were in a dark alley and he were to pop out, you'd be like, oh my God, I'm not. There's no way.
I hope you're here to protect me.
Yeah. So Supergirl is 13 by 19. She is signed by Neil. It is a print. Yes, he is definitely more like the book character. So that, and I noticed that Matt Fraction.
Jim Hackett will take Supergirl.
Okay,
Very
cool.
cool.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, Matt Fraction gets credit for Monarch. And I was like, what? Yes, that was good, Phil. Okay, so it's Jim that's buying this.
Jim Hackett, yep.
Okay, so Jim Hackett is buying Supergirl.
And Jose, the Batman Ninja Turtle print is $100.
Thank you, Jim Hackett. I'll put that over here. That's a gorgeous print. She is very pretty. Pretty sexy, but sexy in a very innocent way. Okay. Next one is, now this is a, oops, this is cute. This is my Bucky O'Hare guy still here?
Don't know.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to put this up.
They pop in and out on Instagram.
Okay, for Bucky O'Hare, I do have a Bucky O'Hare piece. And Bucky O'Hare is 13 by 19. This one is drawn by Neil. It is signed by Neil. I believe this was the cover for the video game. And we hope that we will have big announcements this year about Bucky. So this is signed by Neil. It is 100 to buy. It is Bucky O'Hare and the crew. It's got the bad toads back there. And believe me, if there's anybody that wants to see more Bucky O'Hare stuff, you're looking at her. And Ryan says, yes, it was the NES game box art. So Bucky O'Hare is 100 to buy. He is 13 by 19. And he's a cool character. All right, back to back. I just feel like my whole life is always back to back.
Batman.
And Bug Nuts, yes, we have original art coming up as well.
We do. I have like 3 more prints, and then we're on to original art, guys.
We usually do prints at the beginning of the show.
That way, people that are getting home get home usually, or eating dinner or home. So we usually put the prints in the front. So this is a 13 by 19. This is the Detective 1000 cover that you saw in black and white with wash. This is the finished painted piece that Neil did of that cover. This is signed by Neil. Again, this is a Giclée on fancy paper. This is 100 to buy. Really nice Batman piece. It's got the alligator. It's got a little lizard dude.
Yeah, y'all think that the crocodile is going to get him. It's really that little lizard in the front that's going to do him in.
The deadly lizard.
Oh, and HU just wrote that rewatch the videos with Neil doing this. Enjoy. So there must be on Neil's old site a video of Neil working on this piece. So very cool. $100 to buy the Swamp with Batman. I mean, I can look into some original art. All right, I'm going to do this one. Okay, this one has all of Neil's.
So DC Urban, when you say you want Batman, are you claiming it or are you just saying you like it? Please confirm.
Okay, so now I'm on to a 13 by 19. This is Neil with Batman, Ra's al Ghul, and Man-Bat. All 3 characters. Neil is known for drawing. It is signed by Neil at the bottom. This again is on that nice Giclée paper. This is 100 to buy. This is very like tight. It's in when I've seen this frame, and it looks fantastic frame. It's a very tight, kind of slick piece. It just looks right in a frame.
The thing of beauty to behold forever.
Well, it's one of the pieces that you can actually kind of hang in your living room.
Yeah, but
and it's not like a big statement piece. It's just, it's kind of...
It doesn't feel like a comic book piece. It feels like an art piece.
Right, exactly.
Not that comic books aren't art. Don't take me wrong there. I'm just
now
saying.
You're going to be on the hate.
Yeah, I know.
So this is 100 to buy. It is Batman, Ra's al Ghul, and Man-Bat. Cool piece. All right, now I'm going to jump to my $200 Giclées. Okay. Now these are not signed by Neil because we made these after Neil. Okay, so this is a piece that was commissioned, and that person who owns this original allowed us to do Giclées. So this is, and we just put these out at New York Comic Con. So these are new pieces. This is a piece where the guy felt he wanted kind of the feel of 5-way or 251 as you guys know it, but he wanted it updated with other characters on it. Or Neil convinced him to update it and put characters on it. I don't really know how this worked out. But this is a fantastic piece, 13 by 19. It's got Joker, Harley Quinn, he's got the cards. I mean, it's got elements of 251 in it. Has there ever been a print of the first Tarzan novel? He painted Tarzan and the Apes, the one with the ape holding Jane. And Tarzan running at them. I would say we probably have done a smaller print. We have never done a large print, mostly because we have never.
Jim
Jim
Hackett
is
is
going to claim
claiming.
that.
Yep.
So let's be talking about this one.
Yep.
Thank you, Jim. What was I talking about?
You were talking about the Tarzan.
So I get rid of more. With the Tarzan. Okay, so we've never gotten a hold of a really good
Scan.
scan of that piece. And that's why we've never done a big Chiclea of that piece. I mean, at this point, I would have to like pull it from a book to try and make it look better, or pull it from the Sal Q pieces, or and it just, to me, I'd rather wait for the day that we can get a good copy of that.
The Man Bat piece was 100 as well, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do this. So this is Jim Hackett. He's got the Man Bat piece. Over there, that is a gorgeous piece.
Jim's cleaning up tonight.
He is. That was a smart buy. Okay, this, like I said, this piece that we're looking at with Joker and Batman and Catwoman and Harley Quinn on cards. Excuse me, there's fighting going on, and it's got the New York background, and it has all the elements. It has the New York background. I believe it even has the right, because you have Grand Central definitely there, and you got the underpass piece. Oh, it was not in the South Cube, so I don't know what piece. So you're not thinking about the one where he's got the girl by the hair, Phil, are you?
And Bismack, this Chiclea is 200.
Yeah, this is a $200 Chiclea.
This one is not signed by Neil, but it comes with a holographic signature on it. You guys would have to show me what you're thinking is the first Tarzan, and then I can then more clearly answer your question. Because I thought you were talking about the one where Tarzan has. Is it apes that have the girl by the hair, or is it Tarzan that's got the girl by the hair? And she's in the foreground, on the ground.
He says, yes, the one with the girl by the hair. That is
Right. So, I thought South Q did, but we have a print of it. It is small. I don't know what it came off of. I would have to go looking, guys, but I will do that for you. All right, so back to my 5-way. So it has elements. You have Joker and Batman. They're both kind of facing camera. You're both seeing their faces. It has a cards element. And this is a cool piece. The color on this rocks, guys. The Chiclea is wonderful. It is $200 to buy. It is 13 by 19. This is a great piece. Highly recommend this one. And this is very limited. We did a very small run of these when we did them. I don't think we're going to go back to doing them. Okay. And then this was another one that we just did. Oh, and those don't come signed by Neil. I just want to say that one more time because it was done. The Chiclea was done after Neil had left us. It does have Neil's name printed, just like it is on the painting. Same thing with this. This is a piece that Neil did actually for the same person. This is a 13 by 19 Chiclea. You guys have been talking about this cover recently, and that you always see it with all the crap they put on it. he had Neil kind of do a recreation of the piece. And then this is a really nice giclée. It's on a really fantastic paper. It is $200 to buy. And again, that is a signed, that is part of the
signature.
printed signature. It's not a original signed signature.
The signature was on the original art.
Right.
So we left it on the print.
So this again is $200 to buy. And this, Neil loved this story. When we were doing animation of comic books and wanting to keep the look of the artist who did the comic book, which was our goal, was to why can't we do a comic book using the artwork from the comic book, not having to recreate art or change it to another artist. And what we started working with was actually the interiors of this book. And that was Neil's choice to do as a sample, which then got us to do the X-Men project that we did with John Cassaday's work. So for some history there, continuity. All right.
Hey, Randy. Randy just joined us.
I'm going to put these over here because these are more prints. We want to go back to prints. So this again is a $200 print to buy. Okay, I'm going to move on to original artwork. There are some new pieces we've added in this week. And then there's pieces we've had for a long time that are in this. So it's a mishmash of stuff. I'm going to start with Hulk. Hulk is 11 by 14. That is a finished pencil of Hulk for $3,000. Neil did a number of Hulk pieces. This is the part that if you can get onto Neil's YouTube channel, you really get a really nice, because we can preset and edit almost of the piece where we can come in on it. We do a pan of it. You really get to see the artwork well. If you want to go to Neil's YouTube channel at this point, it's neiladams.com, which is NEALADAMS, and then DOTCOM. So you're actually spelling the dot part, and you can find him on YouTube. And then you get the cool edits with the scans of the artwork in there. It allows you to see the piece clearly. So this is $3,000. Now that we're into original art, the way original art works is Neil allows payment plans on the original artwork. We still honor that, where you put 1/3 to 1/4 down as your down payment. You can pay the remaining balance off over time, monthly, where you can make payments into us. You are in charge of the size of those payments into us each month. Till the piece is paid off. There is no interest, there's no penalties. And when the artwork is paid off, then we ship it out to you guys. And it's the way that a lot of people have been able to buy Neil Adams art, and it was designed to allow people to be able to buy Neil Adams art. Okay, let's look from the first one or something. All right, I will look into it, Jim. I mean, we could probably try and make some, but they wouldn't have Neil's signatures on them. So, but I'll look into that piece. I know it's one of the favorite Tarzan pieces. So, okay, I'm going to move on. We're going to take Hulk off and put him to the side. Next one up is, this is a fave that everybody keeps thinking they're going to buy, and then they end up purchasing something else. But this has been almost bought now twice, and then it was like, no, I want to upgrade to something else. So this is, I'm trying to get it straight here. Okay, so this is 8.5 by 11. This is Neil's pencils and inks. The color on this is actually Jason Adams. It is a signed piece of original art. It is $2,200 to buy, or $2,200. So Batman, and the size of this is 8.5 by 11. It is one really nice piece of art.
So Hawk Harrison said he would also be interested in the Tarzan piece they're talking about.
Right. I'll do it if I can find a good copy of it. Or maybe I can call the person who has it and borrow it. Maybe.
Maybe.
Huh?
Maybe.
Maybe. So 8.5 by 11. That's a big maybe, guys.
Yeah, if you need your plastic closer to you, that's okay.
No, I'm good. Okay. Okay, next one is Ra's al Ghul. A fave here. Ra's al Ghul is 8.5 by 11. He is $1,800 to buy. This is really nice pen and ink. Nope, it is not in the family film.
Y'all think we have all the old stuff, we don't.
Right. So 8.5 by 11, and this is Ra's al Ghul. That is signed by Neil, so it is a signed piece. I also want to point out that the Batman we just looked at with the moon behind him is also a signed piece by Neil. Because we have a limited supply of signed pieces by Neil these days. So again, Ra's al Ghul, really nice piece here, pencil and ink. It can be colored for additional money by Zia. That's another option you could throw on the table. If you bought stuff in black and white and you would like to see it colored, again, that you can always get in touch with us. We're really easy to get in touch with. And we can talk about a price for coloring stuff if you have stuff. Zia can color on copies. She can color on the originals. Whatever you might like is available. So this is $1,800, 8.5 by 11. Ra's al Ghul, the man with no eyebrows. What?
Just very muscular brows.
You shave some every night. Before
I think
he
he over tweezed,
goes to
and they don't grow
bed.
back.
They don't grow back. Okay. I feel sorry for the man. Okay, so this is a pencil prelim for Batman with the Batarang. This is $900 to buy. Again, it is a pencil prelim that's tight. Definitely Batman's face is all there. This is $900 to buy. It is not signed by Neil.
And actually, Chris, you may want to angle a little bit so it's facing this way a bit more. There you go.
Okay. Randy says he needs to get Zia to color the portrait Neil did of me as Spider-Man. That was a cool piece, Randy. So once again, we're looking at Batman with the Batarang. It is a pencil by Neil. It was for one of the pieces that we've sold like this, like we're selling right now. It is $900 to buy. Because it is not signed by Neil, we will give a certificate of authenticity that will go with it, which will state that this is drawn by Neil. So $900. Batman Batarang. I lost my sticky. Okay. Next up is another Batman. We are going to show that Superman piece that I posted today for the show. We do have 2 pages of it. And there were more pages than 2 pages, but what I've been able to locate is 2 pages. So we have an 8.5 by 11 Batman that we're looking at right here. This is another pencil by Neil of Batman for one of the commission pieces, I'm sure. This is 8.5 by 11. The price on this is $1,000 to claim it. Again, we have the payment plans available for this. This would get a certificate of authenticity because it is not signed by Neil. And I personally love Neil's pencils. And I know that sometimes it's a little scary for some people because it's not inked. But I like seeing the work that Neil does as he's penciling. He has a particular line quality and weights that he's doing when he does his pencils on these. He's a very tight penciler. I mean, he does leave areas that are loose, but he is generally a tight penciler. Okay, the next one up is Batman Yelling. Batman Yelling is an 8.5 by 11 piece. He is $5,000 to buy. He is done in pencil and ink. Neil is doing a shading with his pencil, making darknesses and lights. He is also inked this Batman as well. This is a signed piece by Neil. It is $5,000 to claim, and it can go on the payment plan.
Batman doing some primal screen therapy there.
Yes. The size on this is 8.5 by 11. Here goes our heat in the building.
They call it the monkeys.
Just add more excitement into this. Is what New York's living is like. When you live in an apartment building and your heat comes on, this is exactly what it
scares the
sounds
hell
like.
out of your kid.
Yep.
Tony Orlando on the pipes.
Okay, so this is, I'm going to put these 2 up. Now, we sold one of these to Kelly Russ. And at that point, we thought what we had was stuff from Sci-Fi. And what we've learned is that it was not for Sci-Fi. That this actually was for a client. We don't know what we were selling. They are all very strange. But they were all together on a job jacket. Oh, I see. I'm screwing up. See, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, so basically I'm going to take one of these down. But I just want to show that these 2 pieces actually were part of the same job. So what we have is we have this, like, I'm going to use the word she-batty character here, a girl bat, and she's got this guy chained up, and I have no idea what she's going to do.
And his computer is melting on the table.
And then the other one is an alien skeletal figure who's got a woman impaled on his tail, or her tail, and 3 guys pinned in the corner. So these are both pencil and ink Neil. This is advertising work that we did. Again, I don't know what the client was. I thought it was the Sci-Fi Channel, but I have now learned I was wrong with that.
These are both signed by Neil.
These are both signed by Neil. So I am going to let my camera people come in now. The one with the woman with the bat wings, I'm starting that as an auction price at $700. That is pencil and ink Neil. It is signed by Neil. And we're starting that auction price at $700.
Yes.
At $700. The other one is $1,000 to buy. And that is the alien with the skeletal stuff.
Well, it's got battle armor.
Right. And like I said, he's impaled.
Although I don't know how that lady's eyeglasses are staying on her head, hanging upside down like that.
Velcro.
I will say, wherever she gets her glasses from, I
we
need a
need to
pair.
go.
I need a pair.
Because my glasses are always flying everywhere.
Probably sports glasses.
And as the Enrich pointed out, both of these are signed by Neil. So one is an auction if anyone's interested. One is a payment of $1,000 to claim it.
I'll buy it now.
Right, buy it now.
And as regulars of the show know, if you start the auction, I will play the Rocky music.
And
To get the
we
crowd
still
into
have
Rockers.
Baby and we still have one bomb left for the night.
So you get all those incentives to start the bidding.
That's right.
And her shoes stayed on, too.
She's got it all together.
I
Someone
think
that got
there's just
impaled.
one shoe on.
No,
I
she
guess
got both
they're
shoes
both
on.
on there. You're right.
It's quite the fashion statement.
She's quite the woman. Kept my. I bet her lipstick was straight too.
I'm surprised he got her.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on.
I'm kind of disappointed that the alien got her.
I think these are too great. You know, I would have Zia color these. Because,
Oh, that would be fun.
yeah, you want to see Zia have a good time. Okay, next one up is El Diablo. El Diablo is 8.5 by 11. He is pencil and ink Neil. He is colored by Zia. He is 1,500, and I believe he is signed.
He is
Yes.
signed, yes.
He is signed by Neil. So very cool, El Diablo. This is the only El Diablo that Neil has drawn.
The only one I've ever seen.
Yep. I don't even think we did a small head of El Diablo ever.
No, not a head sketch.
Right. So $1,500 for El Diablo. This was Neil decided to draw him.
Neil did a small comic book story about
Yeah.
Diablo years ago.
Right. But I mean of like
Commission-wise.
commission-y stuff. I
Yeah.
don't think we ever did in El Diablo. So he's very cool. He's $1,500 to buy. Again, this can go on our payment plan.
And Lance says, which is, of course, Spanish for fighting chicken.
And Michael Kirby's watching this.
As far as I know, El Diablo is the devil.
I think it comes in many forms. So, okay.
It could be a chicken. The
Yeah.
devil could come as a chicken.
Yes.
Depending on how spicy it is.
Okay. Next one up is Masters of the Universe. Dun, dun, dun.
Speaking of which, I watched the second Chicken Run movie last night. I enjoyed it.
Did you?
I did.
I didn't like the first one, so I'm gonna have a hard time. Okay. So this is a He-Man layout. It is 6.5 by 10. This is 1,000 to buy. This is Masters of the Universe 2002 promo comic book. This is what the finish looks like. So Neil did change it a bit from his layout to the actual cover. Is that He-Man music?
It is.
It is.
Wow, that's a little light and happy.
It was a kid's show.
Considering that cute little shimmy that he did every time he stopped running.
Wow, really?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a little late in the He-Man game. I was already working at continuity.
And
so.
he would run and stop and do this little butt wiggle.
Yeah, that
Did
was
he?
Yeah.
early 80s.
What was that all about?
I don't know, man.
He was just a happy guy.
They were doing it for Zia, I guess. I shouldn't have. I didn't pick up on it.
He-Man's got a happy booty. What can I tell you?
I see. All right, so this was a limited edition collector's book.
Wonder if he came with fries with that shake.
I don't know. So this is a limited edition prelim. 6.5 by 10 is the size on this. We will do a certificate of authenticity that would go along with it.
Hey, Michael.
It's a really cute piece. This will go with it. We'll give you all the parts and pieces to it. Again, I want to say the size of this is 6.5 by 10, and it is 1,000 to buy. Masters of the Universe, 2002 promo comic book. How many of you guys actually bought He-Man, Masters of the Universe?
That was huge in the 80s.
I was into She-Ra.
And it's huge now.
Ellen used to go
In the
around.
honor of Grayskull.
Right. Ellen used to go around the studio going, She-Ra. And Ellen was tall. So it was cool when she did that.
Mattel has a ton of repro figures of it now
Yeah.
over the last few years.
All right, Zia, I'm going to put this away because I should have put it away.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. All right. Next one up. It should be Grace Jones.
Yep.
Ross Talent said he still has his 80s He-Man toys.
There you go. Now I know how old you are. Okay. This is a piece. This is obviously Grace Jones was the model. I guess she is a samurai. She's 11 by 5. This is a pencil and ink by Neil original. Very cool piece. And this is
1,000.
1,000 to buy. This will get a certificate of authenticity that goes with it because it is not a signed piece. But obviously, Grace Jones, I want to keep saying Grace Slick. Grace Jones, because that should be her name, because she's very slick. Grace Jones, what was I going to say, is obviously the model for this piece.
Inspiration.
Inspiration for this piece.
She was in Conan, right?
Yes, she was. And
was.
she was absolutely freaking brilliant in that.
My understanding, she broke up a couple of guys.
I'm sure she
was
did.
crazy.
Surprised.
So
She was known to break men on a regular basis, not even like having to have a
she's
fight
got a
scene.
documentary out that's like on one of the crazy channels. So she's very interesting, actually. But very interesting piece.
And Lance said she was also a Bond girl.
Yep.
Yes. The
She
size
played
of
Mayday.
this is, we're sizing actually like the image area of the art. So
Right.
The image area of the art is 11 inches tall by 5 inches wide.
Was that the Spy Who Loved Me? She was in?
No, that was
You're
View to a
right.
Phil.
Okay.
If she kicked the
And it was
crap out
Christopher
of
Walken was the main bad guy.
Right.
And Mayday
Andrea
was
is asking what's the size on this.
11, I just answered 11 inches
Sorry.
tall by 5 inches wide. It's okay. You guys were into James Bond. But that was a Roger Moore one, right?
It was Roger Moore.
And
It was
he's in a
Christopher Walken.
pool,
Christopher Walken was the bad guy.
And it was like a bathtubby pool and
Something
two
like that,
chicks, I think 2 chicks beat the crap out of him.
Oh, that I don't know.
One was named Bunny, if I remember.
Wow.
And Thumper? Was it Bunny and Thumper?
Wouldn't
And I
surprise
believe
me.
it was Grace Jones.
And Lance said Kim Basinger was in that as well with Christopher Walken.
Wow, who wasn't in that movie?
Really?
So am I
Grace-
right with Bunny and Thumper, guys?
But Grace Jones played a character
I do
named
recall that in one of the Bond movies.
Grace
You-
Jones
you
played
ain't
a
lying.
character named Mayday, and she was the reason why I would say that if Jade because Jade's due date was early May.
Right. so
And I
you
said if
May
Jade
Day.
was going to be born May 1st, Jade was going to be May Day, which I think is why Jade came 3 weeks early, just to make sure.
I would too.
Sam Green said it was the last Roger Moore movie.
Right.
Thumper
Chris-
was in a Connery Bond, according to
Yes.
Tim Shin.
Ah,
that
I
is
was
right.
wrong on that.
Diamonds Are Forever.
But wasn't there
Thumper and Bam Bam were in Diamonds Are Forever, says Jane Hackett.
Oh, okay, then that's what I remember.
He meant Bambi. Spell check got him.
I know it was like Thumper and Bunny, Thumper and Bambi. It was something like that. But it was like
I'm
two
surprised they
chicks,
could get away with Thumper and Bambi.
and they really like kicked the crap out of him.
That's before Disney had their lawyers in place.
Mm.
Okay, so Grace Jones, go to the side here.
So where was Flower?
Off in the flowers. Okay, next one up is a Warlord prelim. This is 9x10. Oops, sorry. Price on this is $1,200. And it was for a Warlord comic, but I don't think this ever happened. Because otherwise I would think I would have it. So I'm going to have to do more research on this one. But it is a 9x10 Warlord prelim by somebody named Neil Adams. I thought, well, wasn't Kim Basinger in the last Sean Connery movie? I think that was the last one he did, which it was the swimming pool scene once again. And she was in a cool bathing suit that had an animal on it.
Or just can't keep it out of the water.
Well, all I know is Roger Moore got killed. There's no way that guy didn't get hurt. So,
Tim says, never say never again.
all right. She has like a lion on her bathing suit. She's in a one piece. And there's some kind of animal on her suit. So we're back to the Warlord prelim. $1,200. And this will get a certificate of authenticity with it, since it is not signed by Neil. He-Man is back!
Doubling as the Warlord music.
Okay. This is Conan. This has been a price reduction on this Conan. So this is a Conan that actually Neil even has sold. It is $3,000 to buy. It has come down in its price a little bit.
Wow, that's a great price.
It is 8.5 by 11. Jim Hackett said yes, Bambi.
We knew what you meant.
8.5 by 11 Conan. Now this is pencil and ink Neil with paint by Neil with a lot of color by Zia on this. And it is $3,000 to buy. I believe it is signed by Neil at the bottom.
Yes, it is.
So this is a signed piece by Neil. Aaron White is going to claim Conan.
Woohoo!
Nice.
All
Yay!
right. Yay!
Great buy.
Well, that definitely gets a bomb.
See, look at these.
Yeah, I know they got
I
some
know
got
they
wet.
got what? I don't know how they got. Thank you, Aaron. I have to order bodies this weekend. You're right. Aaron.
My toes cramped.
Your toes cramped. I have to give you my new secret. Thank you for toe
Cherry
cramping. No. It's that.
Is that lotion?
Yeah.
For your feet. Yeah.
All right. What am I
Thank you
doing?
so much, Aaron.
Thank
That's
you,
Aaron White.
Aaron White.
Yeah, we definitely have to get you some fresh bombs.
Yeah. We need 2024 bombs.
That's right.
Thank you, Aaron.
All right, you ready for the bomb?
Ready for the bomb?
Plug your ears in 3,
Bomb
2,
away.
1. Ah!
It's snowing.
That was a good one. It actually snowed. It didn't clump. Clumping. Okay. All of us are covered in butterfly.
My wife's gonna wonder why I was at the club tonight.
Just say you were at weddings. This is like wedding things. This isn't like
As long as-
club confetti.
As long as I don't come home and glitter, I'm safe.
This is wedding confetti. Okay, here we go, guys. We're getting closer to those Superman pieces. Okay. That was code for Andrea. Shut off your screen. Okay, next up is Conan layouts. These are 4 by 6 inches each. So each one of the little panels is 4 by 6. These are 2 different layouts by Neil. Trying to figure out what he wanted to do. They are both signed by Neil. This is $500 to buy. It's Conan beating up somebody, usually.
These are really cool prelims.
Right. So what you're really looking at is Neil making the decision of, does he show you Conan's back with the other guy's face facing us? Or does he show you Conan's face and then you don't get to see the other guy's face? Which is why when he did that 251 cover and he decided to have 2 characters where you're actually seeing their faces, yet they're kind of happy with each other, is a rarity that you have 2 people facing each other. So this is the dilemma of the comic artist every day. So these are 4 by 6. These are pencil prelim layouts by Neil. They are signed by Neil. This is $500 to buy. Great price for a interesting view in how Neil works. A lot of people just think, an artist just goes right down to paper and it's just wonderful and it's all worked out for you. And a lot of work goes into the stuff before it even goes down on the big piece of paper. So this is $500 to buy. I agree with Andrea. This is a great buy for somebody. You're getting 2 layouts for the price of 1 in a way. And they're both actually signed. So
Well, it's signed in the middle of the
signed in
2.
the middle. Well,
Yeah.
they're both signed.
Mhm.
So nice piece of art there. $500. Okay. I'm warming up to the big Superman.
With
All
a
right.
big butterfly on him.
This is there a butterfly?
Yeah, it's right on top of his head.
No. Sorry,
It's
guys.
sitting on his head.
It's sitting on his head. This is Flower. Flower is 8.5 by 11. He is $1,500 to buy. This is pencil and ink Neil. This is a nice piece of art. Nice Superman. It is signed by Neil. It can be colored for additional money by Z, if you'd like. But this is a really nice piece of black and white art, or pencil and ink art. 8.5 by 11, signed by Neil. $1,500 to buy. I like this piece of art. It never has to leave. Because every time I pull it out, it makes me happy. Okay, here we go. So, I'm going to show the first page. Now, this is the Man of Steel versus the Reuters wire. This is $1,800 to buy. This is the first page. So I refer to this as the Lois and Clark page. It is 10 by 15 and a half. This is Pen and Ink Meal. It is $1,800 to buy. I do not believe it is signed.
No.
Okay. And this is done on a vellum paper. The Tokyo stock market is collapsing. This time it's the building, it's sinking into the ground. So obviously this was a commercial job where they obviously got to use Superman in their advertising, which is pretty amazing. So again, this is a 10 by 15 and a half Daily Planet, Man of Steel commercial piece with Lois Clark and a guy that kind of looks like Perry White. Pencil and ink on this is new. Okay, now I did not find the second page. We did find the third page. So I'm going to take this. And we're going to put this. Ooh. Up there. So this is page 3. I have no idea if I'm going to find page 2. Your guess is as good as mine. This is 10 by 14. And this page is obviously a Superman page. It is now, apparently the financial company is now owned by a Canadian richest family company. So this is 3,600? 3,200, sorry. 3,200 to buy. Pencil and ink meal. Nice Superman work here. It's large, and this too is drawn on a vellum paper. Since the music has ended, I'm now going to take the piece away. But very cool art was found and presented tonight. Okay, so put that over here. Okay, next piece that's up is a looser prelim of obviously Batman and Robin.
Real quick, Andrea, yes, it is. Those were pages 1 and 3 of an ad.
Right, and I don't know if I have 2, and I don't know if there's more to it. I tried finding stuff online. I could, I typed in a whole mess of stuff today. I did not find much of anything. I don't know if the guys out there know more information about this advertising job. I have not been able to find anything that gives me any information about it. I don't know what year it was done. It's interesting. It was drawn on vellum, which is older. I don't know. Don't know too much about it, unfortunately. So, of course, Paul Michael Moon is asking what year was this? Don't know, guys. I was hoping you guys would, we need Ray Cuthbert. Or who else out there would know? I give my money to Ray. Where's Ray tonight when you need him? He is usually the man with all the answers.
Where is Ray?
Right. Somebody's going to go knock on Ray's door, bring him a cup of coffee, and say, hey, can you fill us in on this? Or maybe he'll see our video and then he'll come on next week and he'll tell us. I don't think, to me, this does not feel like Neil's lettering. So there's things about it that just don't feel like Neil. But again, I would not stake my life on it. So we did have letters that worked in the studio.
What does the title say? The Man of Steel versus
The Reuter, R-E-U-T-E-R,
Reuter.
Reuter versus Wire.
Let's see if that comes up.
He did that earlier today.
I'm sure you did.
I even got mad because I typed in like Neil Adams Superman with this, and then all that came up was that Dad passed away, and I was like, God damn it, get this crap out of here.
No. all I'm getting is Superman is now bisexual, so it's like
Right,
okay,
or you get that
forget
stuff. What they're currently doing with Superman is what comes up. So yeah, you're getting everything that I got. And I played around with words for a while. I
Okay.
spent a good 25 minutes on it. And I really think Ray is who I would put my money on, because Ray does follow a lot of Neil's commercial work,
He is the Cuthbertpedia.
and he has followed Neil's work for many, 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 many years. Are the auction pieces coming back? Just missed them. For tonight, I only had one auction piece.
Yeah.
But my feeling is what we're going to start doing is on Wednesday night, Zia and I have decided we're going to do Weird Stuff Night. And
Weird Wednesday.
A Weird Wednesday. And I have a feeling Weird Wednesdays will probably have more auction-y stuff. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is a 8.5 by, no, this is 11 by 14. This is Batman Robin prelim that comes from the Batman Forever movie. This is $80 to buy. It would have, nope, it's signed by Neil. I don't have to do a certificate of authenticity. So we decided we're going to start breaking up. Our Wednesdays are going to be a little different than our Fridays. I probably won't have too much Batman on Wednesdays, but I'll have other weirdo stuff that we have up at Continuity.
The weird stuff.
The weird stuff. And we have lots of weird stuff. And the weird stuff, I can more auction play games with that than some of the Batman stuff at this point in time.
Wackadoodle Wednesdays.
Wackadoodle Wednesdays.
Chris and I have been discussing an alternative to mystery boxes.
Yes. We actually may do beanbags.
I do beanbags.
So anyway, this has got a piece of tape with my hair in it. Because you know it's authentic if you get a piece of Chris Adams hair
DNA, yeah.
in all your
Free
packaging.
DNA.
Right. Yes, the 700 was on a commercial piece. I can bring it back out, Michael, if you want to see it. If not, if you want to wait, I can just do it next Friday. That actually may go into our Weirdo Wednesday, those pieces. So anyway, what we're currently looking at, like I said, is a prelim for the Batman Forever movie licensing. I believe this was done before we realized they were doing a very stylized style guide. And sometimes Neil would just start moving ahead before we were really given instructions. And this, I believe, is one of those Neil Adams moving ahead. It is 800, and my understanding is there is a signature on this piece.
Yes, there is.
Okay. That's to the side. Okay. This is a gorgeous piece of art. This is a very large piece of art as well. This is 11 by 17. It is Batman in the Rain. Now this is a piece that Z and I are going to play with. That I know I'm going to try shooting over to DC Comics, and I'm going to try selling it as a cover. Now, I have stated that in the past, and we have pulled it off.
Mhm.
So this may become a cover. This is 14,000
1,000.
to buy. It is Batman in the Rain.
Someone left the bat out in the rain.
Right. Z and I are going to play with this a lot and see what we can do. I don't think, is it signed?
Yes,
Yes.
it is in
It is
pencil
a
at the
signed
bottom
piece.
right hand
So
corner.
it is a signed piece by Neil. This is the original. And you never know when Chris can take an original that is not a published piece and instantly turn it into a published piece. Because we did have that happen to somebody who bought a piece before DC bought it and now owns a published piece for it. So gorgeous piece of art here. Can go on the payment plans. Okay. Wow. Okay, next piece is Two-Face. So Two-Face also came down. Let me see. I
Yes.
think we knocked 300 off of this.
Yep.
So Two-Face is 11 by 14. This is pencil and ink Neil. Color on this is Zia.
He's so pretty.
He is pretty. The size again is 11 by 14. It's a large piece for 2,000 of Two-Face.
Nice choice.
Right, Z.
Yep, you can skip ahead. I'll be able to
I'm
figure
just
it
gonna
out.
hop to and go to the monkeys.
No problem.
Okay. Two-Face is gonna go up to the side. Okay, the next piece we have shown parts and pieces, but we found more pieces. That's what we do at Continuity. We make people crazy. You know what? Shit.
Where'd you lose?
Dad's tracing paper pads are usually 9 by 12, right?
Yes.
That's right, 9 by 12.
Yes.
Okay. So we have shown the original pen and ink cover. We found this the other day in the drawer. This is Neil's pencil. And this is to Prime 8 Creation, which was nice enough to also print out what the finished cover looked like, which we'll show that in a minute.
And this was published by Tomorrow's back in 2001.
So
It
this
was a wraparound cover.
This is Neil's pencil.
You can swap. You're on a delay.
You're good, Rich?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good.
So I'm just gonna put this to the side for a second. And I'm putting back the original. Okay. So this is the original pencil and ink by Neil. Now I'm gonna say pencil because Neil had to carry over. What he would do is he would usually take this over to either Pete if he was in the studio or Marilyn if he was home, ask them to Xerox it up.
Blow it up. Yep.
They would load it up, and then we would put paper over it. Neil would sit in light box. So basically, again, what I showed before was the pencil. This is the ink, but this is pencil and ink. So for this Prime 8 Creation, which was done in 2001 by Tomorrow's, this is 12,000 for the black and white that you're looking at, and
the pencil.
the pencil.
So you get both the finished inked wraparound cover and the layout for it.
Right. Well,
The
it's a pencil.
A tight pencil. A tight pencil.
Okay, you're good zooming around. Okay, and then I'm going to put this out there.
And this is what the published colored cover look like?
So it's a nice little package. I will say the original big large piece, pen and ink, is signed by Neil.
Yep.
So it is a signed piece, which is also nice. Wow. Does anybody have any questions on that one before I move forward? Because I'd rather, like, if there's questions on that piece now, I'd rather answer them now that we're all thinking about it. I guess not. Okay, I'm going to go back to some prints and then I'll go back to some originals. So the next piece up I have is a print.
Those are $100 prints.
This is a $100 print. It is 13 by 19. This is the Punisher cover that Neil did. This was for Punisher #1, which I know there's a lot of Punisher #1s out there. It was a cover we did, obviously, for Marvel. It is signed by Neil. This is a print again. Bless you. You actually scared me.
Sorry.
It's 13 by 19 is the size on this Punisher. The color on this, I believe, is Corey Adams.
I think that was Mom too.
Really is calling me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that is a good because she knows I do. For show on fire. All right, you guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Let me just make sure we're okay here.
Yep.
Something's up.
I really like this Punisher piece. It shows great perspective. It shows great elongating of his arm coming forward and firing. All those bodies. Lots of bodies.
Have him look at his teeth.
This is a really nice job on this cover. Nice little filter effects in the color. Cool drawings. Yep, lots of bodies for the buck. Well, it is the Punisher. The Punisher's got to give you some bodies.
It's one of the rare few times that Neil actually drew the Punisher.
Okay.
Actually, this might not be Mom. Because I'm looking at the coloring of the face and the hands, and it's sort of that slightly more chunky color that other colors do.
We colored it. We just may have been doing chunky color.
Maybe.
We did this when we did the Incredible Hulk, when we did the Ghost Rider. I know.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I have to get back to Facebook with Dan. Sorry about that, guys.
That's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do, baby.
Okay. So we're gonna call it early because I do have an emergency going.
Yep. My spidey sense was tingling.
Yeah. They know I do a Friday night show, so I'm
Yeah.
doing something with that.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a 13 by 19 Batman.
This one I love. I love the lightning. I love the
This is
effect
one of
of
my
it.
faves.
Yeah.
Like I want to
this
make
one
sure
came
that
out
I
really
get one
gorgeous.
of these before we run out. Because I looked at my walls at home and I'm just like,
I want some dynamic.
I
cool
have
stuff
nothing
on it.
that's like, well, I have nothing that's dad's that's colored.
Oh.
Like everything. Well, first of all, I don't have a lot of. I have a little 8.5 by 11 Captain America by Dad. That actually kind of got ruined.
Oh no.
And then I have some covers by Don. I can't say like I don't have anything. I have
I mean, it had
golden
color. You
pieces.
said colored.
Right, I have my golden pieces, but they're even black and white. Everything is all black and white. So I was like, I need to find some color. So I was actually thinking about this piece. So this is 13 by 19. This is 100 to buy. It is signed by Neil. We're back on prints. This is on the Cougar paper, which is a nice paper. It is 100 to buy. It is one of our favorites. Okay, I'm going to do the Spider-Man because this is one of two of the covers that Neil has ever done of Spider-Man for Marvel. And this piece I love. This is pencil and ink. Neil, color is Corey.
Baloo SD on YouTube is saying he would like to take the 13 by 19 Batman and the Punisher before it too, and is asking how do I claim and pay on YouTube.
Okay. So the way to do it is if you can get to either Facebook or Instagram, whichever you're happier with. If you can answer that, then we'll tell you what's the best way to go. While we write down your name. Okay, so his name was?
His name on YouTube is Baloo, BALOO SD.
Okay. And he's on YouTube. Okay. That's Janssen. Okay. Basically, if you are on YouTube and you want to buy something, we can see you, but the way to get to us to buy is to direct message us your personal information, which would be your name. Oh, he's on, I think he just came onto Facebook. Because all of a sudden there's a Jason Buckus that's come on to Facebook. So, Jason, if that is you, if you're the same person, what you should do, or if you're not the same person, is you can get to Facebook, which is Neil Adams Comic Artist on Facebook, and Neil is spelled Neal. Or on Instagram, it is the Neil Adams. Again, make sure you're spelling Neil with that Neal.
Oh, Baloo says I am not Jason. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Baloo, are you able to get to either the Facebook or the Instagram? If you are not, then another option would be to go to our, sorry, that's not it, NeilAdamsStore.com, and there is a link to contact us there as well.
So those are your three options. You can go to the Facebook, which is the Neil Adams Comic
He
Artist.
says I'm joining Instagram now.
Okay.
Thank you, Baloo. We are working on finding a way to do direct messaging or private messaging through YouTube. We just haven't quite worked that out yet. Thank you for your patience.
Yep. Okay. So I have Spider-Man up right now. 13 by 19. It is a signed print by Neil of the Amazing Spider-Man. Okay, I'm going to do, this is a nice piece. This is actually on the Giclée paper. This is 13 by 19 Phoenix.
Storm.
Phoenix, sorry. Storm. I have Phoenix on the brain from
I know
Lance.
from earlier, yeah.
From Lance today. Storm, sorry about that. 13 by 19 Storm by Neil. This is 100 to buy. Also, if you find yourself like on the weekend thinking about stuff, you can always direct message us through Facebook and Instagram. Over the weekend, we will pull pieces to the side because people do buy stuff through neilnmstore.com. And we just want to make sure that we're pulling stuff to the side that people want. Sam says this is way, way, way too sexy.
Okay, Baloo says he messaged on Instagram.
Okay, great. Okay, we do bill on Monday, so don't panic if you don't hear from us. We do our billing on Monday, and I pulled your two pieces. They're on the side, and thank you for buying from us. It's quite nice. Okay, then I have two more soups. Okay, so I'm gonna put Storm down. Okay, this was actually our 9/11 piece for the Red Cross that Neil did with Superman. A lot of people that work in the fire department or police department or ambulance department tend to buy these. And I think, again, it's such a cool piece of artwork. This is a 13 by 19 print. It is 100 to buy, and it is signed by Neil.
Did Baloo make himself known on Instagram?
Yeah, he actually requested 3 prints. Do you have him down for 3?
I have room for 2.
Yeah, in the message he said he wants Spider-Man, Batman, and Punisher.
Okay, because Spider-Man was up while we were talking about it. That's
Right,
probably
okay.
why.
We got the Spider-Man.
Awesome. Thank you, Baloo. And Rich, who is our Instagram moderator over there, has gotten your message.
Yeah, Matthew, I got your message, and I will invoice you on Monday morning.
The color of this storm, I believe, is Corey. All right, that is my 9/11 piece. And then I have Superman #1, the famous Kryptonite Nevermore. The other thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that with the, because now I'm allowed to say something, I think, is that we will have 2 other covers that are going onto the gallery book that IDW and Scott Doombear are putting together. So I can't say what my covers are because I want to put the covers together so that we can show them. But before you make your final decision as to what covers you guys want to buy, I'm throwing 2 other covers into the arena that's going to happen on this book. And our runs are going to be very, very small.
Oh, I know what one of them is, which I'm very excited about. But I don't know what the other one was. Chris
There you go. No,
I don't even know.
And Chris changes her mind every other week, so you never even know what it's going to be yet.
This Superman is a print.
Yes, this is a print. This is 13 by 19. It is the Superman Nevermore cover.
This one is not on Giclée paper, if you're specifically asking.
No, this is Cougar paper, which is the same paper that Neil draws on. And this is 100 to buy. Okay, I am going to hop back to some original art.
I'm going to pack up.
All right, I'm going to do 2 more pieces of art, guys. And then we'll be shutting down for our night. So I'm doing
Shazam.
Shazammy baby. So Shazam is a large piece. Shazam is 11 by 14. This is pencil and ink meal. This is colored by Zia. And the price on this is
$2,300.
$2,300. Thank you.
Look at how pretty he is. He's so pretty.
Is he supposed to be pretty?
He's the big red cheese.
Does Shazam have a lot of following? I mean, I think Neil does a very nice Shazam myself, but
I love how this one came out.
Neil
this-
seemed to be a big fan of the character.
yeah, Neil loved him. So this is a signed piece by Neil. This is original art we're looking at. 11 by 14. Pencil and ink Neil. Color on this is the lightning alone on this is magnificent. $2,300 to buy.
He's those beautiful jewel tones and the bright lightning and everything. It's gorgeous.
And in real life, these pieces definitely are like when people get the original art, they're always like, "This looks better."
Yep.
And they're always shocked at the difference of the two pieces.
Oh, this is a lot more vibrant in color in person.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like I like to say, it's a thing of beauty to behold forever.
Right. And then my last color piece is going to be the Batman Joker. Okay.
Chris is loving on my color today.
I am. This is going to be my last piece for the night.
There it is.
So this is 11 by 14. It is Batman, or I should say Joker versus Batman, because I think Batman is the one getting the worst end of the fight here. It is $2,500 to buy this. This is pencil and ink Neil, signed by Neil. Color on this is Zia.
This does need a big biff.
I don't know. Dad did the evil Joker face on this one. There are some Joker face, like Dad can elongate Joker's face, and sometimes he can look more evil than other
Yeah.
times when he draws them. And this is one of those ones where he's got a really elongated face.
Yeah.
Which those I find scarier than when Dad does the shorter jawed Joker. So $2,500 is the price for Batman versus Joker. Again, I want to explain that all the original art can be put on a payment plan. You put a third to a quarter down of the price of the piece. You get to pay it off over time that you control, as long as we get a payment in here monthly from you guys or something like that. You can jump up and down. Like one month it's $100, the next month it's $50. You're in charge of how long it takes you to pay it off. And then once it's all paid off, we ship it out to you. And a lot of people have been able to buy a lot of Neil Adams art by doing that. If you see this video and it is the weekend or it's Friday night, and we're already gone for the night, and you feel there's a piece you would like to either see again or you would like to purchase, you can always direct message us on Instagram or Facebook. Or there's always the NeilAdamsStore.com. A lot of the art sits on NeilAdamsStore.com, as well as there's a way through that to get a hold of us. So we're pretty easy to get a hold of on the weekend. Nothing really happens till Monday morning when we walk in the door. So we will make each other aware that somebody is interested in a piece and we'll hold it off to the side till Monday. On Monday, we will do the billing from this show and answer any questions that may come from this show. Next Wednesday, we will have a different show than we normally do on Wednesday nights. It'll be in the same place, but we're going to call it our
Weird Wednesday.
our Weird Wednesday, where we'll have artwork that is not probably Batman, and I'm not going to have prints. It'll be a shorter show, but it'll be weirder pieces of art and design stuff that Neil does. Interesting pieces. So even the fact that we call it weird art is kind of unfair to Neil. A lot of it is interesting art. Maybe it'll even be Neil's science art. I'm going to use it as a vehicle of showing stuff as much as I will be selling stuff. So there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm not selling, so you don't have to worry that you have to buy it.
Mm.
And then there's stuff that I'm going to show. Zia, I think, will also have some of her personal pieces on that show as well, whether it's large paintings or her voodoo dolls or whatever it is Zia's doing these days.
Whatever weird stuff she is doing.
So we're going to try and mix it up. So Wednesday nights are going to be Weirdo Nights, and Friday night will be more our traditional show that we just had tonight. I want to say thank you for joining us for another year, 2024.
Yep.
Zia and I are excited for it. There's a lot of big things going on for us this coming year.
And don't worry, Martha and Julia will return.
Yes, I officially bought a Martha Stewart wig to wear so that I would look more like Martha.
Yeah, I know we have upped our costumes and our gear.
Exactly.
So.
So I want to say thanks again for coming to see us this year. And we're going to okay. And I will see you Wednesday if you're interested in Neil Adams Weird Night. If not, I will see you Friday if you're more interested in traditional Neil Adams comic art. So I want to say thank you again for buying from us tonight. And Z and Rich and I will be back on Wednesday if you're interested. Friday if you're interested in the same type of stuff you saw tonight. And we're always digging up more stuff at Continuity. So thanks again. Take care, everybody. Night-night.
Bye.